Hello, Travis here, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio Space Age. In the last episode, we did a bit of exploring, and I also talked about what I call the plan for getting to orbit, which involves creating a 90 science per minute base. And as you can see, this is kind of the rough idea I have. For some people, this is probably going to be a bit of a excessive of a border, but this should allow us enough room to have factory space, stuff to put power, solar power down, which is one thing that I might be addressing in this episode, and also to make sure the biters are as far away from our pollution cloud as possible. Though I, that's probably going to be an easier said than done sort of deal. Alright, now I do mention solar power, and you might notice I did a bit of more resources. Yes, I handcrafted more blue science. It I still don't recommend it, but electric energy distribution unlocks substations, and substations are basically a lot better power poles. Look at that! Isn't that crazy? So yeah, our iron patch is extremely critical right now. So and not too long, uh, we will what we have produced is what we will have to work with, at least until we can get production down here online. You know, I did do some landfill production because I do intend on utilizing this absolutely gorgeous 7.8 mil m iron patch, and this there's like 11 million iron ore in this one corner of my base, which is awesome, especially since we have coal here. Eventually, probably before we leave Novice, we'll get off of coal, off of steel. We'll probably get into electric furnaces. For the time being, we'll be I will be taking some supplies, some military supplies with me. Yeah. I will need a yellow chest. Yeah. Oh, in other news. Oh, hey. That's new. Um, our gambling machine has started to pay off. I have I said I was going to say two, but apparently the game is gonna say no, no, you're welcome. Have three uncommon speed modules. We have one uncommon efficiency module. Uh, of course, this is far from what modules could be, but to put this into perspective, this for the speed modules, this is basically a Temo.com speed 2 module, and that's kind of a big deal because you need space science for speed 2s. So still no uncommon or rare, no rares yet, and there's still no uncommon productivity modules or quality I I'm kind of hoping I can get any uncommon, any rarity of this, because the more quality, the more quality uh, modules. Say that 10 times fast. The better you can, the better odds you are at getting. Hold on, do I have my landfill? I do not. So we're going to be starting to set up our first, I would say outpost, but it's well within our borders of the thing. So it's kind of like it'd be our iron station. Before we do that, I think I want to take out that nest right there. No worms, so this should be a walk in the park. And there we go. I'm where there is a bigger nest, but it will take a little bit longer for a cloud to get there. And when our iron runs dry, it will definitely get smaller. Alright, so here's one of the patches. We're going to be giving it a little bit of a landfill aftershave. One thing of 2.0, nice thing of 2.0, you can remove landfill. Landfill used to be a one and done sort of deal, but now we can just do this. Alright. I hope I brought enough landfill. probably did not bring enough landfill, but I can always go back and get more. Unfortunately, it's starting to get dark, so I can't really do much. Explanation of we'll just have to wait till it. All right. So I might be able to get away with. By the way, placing over that doesn't overwrite the miner. Just gonna pick up all this landfill. Another great thing because the bots can pick up the landfill faster than I can. Oh, I was standing on the dirt that the bots wanted to pick up. Whoops. Just want to make nice, neat rows. For this, we're probably going to be using a pretty hefty balancer, and I'll explain what belt balancers are and what they do as soon as we get this outpost plonked down. Alright. Sorry, just trying to make sure we are still rolling, and we are. We can probably sacrifice yeah, unfortunately, this patch could pretty well be a lot bigger than what we got here because of how it clipped into the water. It could have easily been like a 10 mil patch, which would have lasted us a very long time, to put it lightly. Let's see how we're doing on miners too. First, I'm talking about solar power is that I'm trying. As you might have saw, we have like we are mission critical on our starter iron patch, so less automation, of power poles I have to do, the better. And substations, they allow me to be yeah. Landfill takes 50 stone per one landfill. So you can imagine when I said that I once built a base on a landfill platform that costed like 3 million stone. Know that while it was a pretty big platform, it's not as big as you think it is. There are ways to get ludicrous amounts of stone, and creating it on novice is certainly not one of those. One, at least not a optimal. I probably can afford not to build landfill where it's absolutely not necessary. And this amount, there's a good amount of ore, but not enough to justify slapping a miner down. Because as you might notice, the mining area of the mining drill is 5x5, so it extends beyond the. I did not bring enough miners. That should be the entire batch. Covered. I just need like 8 drills. Not too bad. I killed a bit of blueprint to help me thing, but I never really because not all iron, not all resource patches are created equal, as you can see. Fortunately, I probably should be using these undergrounds, but I'll just have to get it on my next return trip to the base. For now. Yeah. This underground method is very expensive, but I feel it's pretty worth it. Because my bots are building the belts that are in range. So with Alt F or this button, I can recall all my bots and disable the thing. The other button down here is for the exoskeleton legs. I say plural because you can stack exoskeleton legs, and it's honestly a good. There's honestly no downsides to stacking multiple legs. I'll talk more about power armor kind of gear when we get into it. Because in order to launch the rocket, that should be enough to get everything belted out. But yeah. Just gonna use upgrade planner. Upgrade planner allows me to do that. Now let's add the power poles. Now my initial plan was to ship all of the resources back to the base and then kind of process them there. But then I had an epiphany. There's a cold patch right here. Why don't I just like process right here and then just train it back? So that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, there's a risk that this patch will run out, but on the other hand, This is 7.8 million iron, or a there's not going to be a. I think I have enough landfill. Alright. What are you doing, bots? I don't have enough landfill. Stop placing yeah, the bots do have a bit of a. They just kind of have to roll with robots are really good, but they can also be really stupid. It it it's just uh, a minor inconvenience to the major convenience. Our iron mine is oh yeah. There's a very good chance this is the amount of resources we'll have until I do plan on kind of resuscitating this base, even as our iron reserves are depleted, are slowly being depleted. Although, with my plan to relocate iron smelting on site over there, I think we can easily save some space by ripping out this smelting block. Thing, and also I'm thinking about putting the factory like right here. And this is gonna be LDS and my other thing that I need to craft. Which means I'll probably be running a south-north base, which is something that normally I typically, it doesn't really matter, but typically I run west to east or north to south, but south-north will work fine. Yeah. And also the new iron belt will also involve getting rid of this spaghetti. We're down to the last we're going to choose to ignore that problem, however. The factory must grow, even if it has no iron. Although say it has a skill issue and we'll need to fix it there, and I should not be driving distracted. We will be also filling this mining setup to the brim with efficiency modules, because power is going to be, we are fighting, trying to keep biter expansions, biter evolution as low as possible, at least until we can box ourselves in. And then we can worry about because efficiency modules gradually lose your energy production and therefore pollution, which saves us the power and so let me see. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, how big do we want? I'll just quick check my we'll condense this down to 4. So why am I talking about balancers? Well, keep in mind belts can only handle so many items. Granted, these are red belts, so this will last us quite a while. But basically, we want to keep our belts as full and evenly distributed as possible. So that way, we're not starving any particular furnace stacks, or and therefore, there's ways that we can do this. But one way we can do it is with belt balancers. Now, Now you can try and build belt bouncers by yourself. But what I also recommend is but bouncers can be a bit tricky. So what I'm using is what many Factorio engineers use, and it's a raynquist belt bouncer book. Unfortunately, it is built to blue beam, but we can just use an upgrade pattern to downgrade it. And there's only a few cases where we need blue belts. Yeah. Having a book of belt balancers is a Factorio engineer's best friend. And I'll explain what I probably can't plug it in because I need like 12 megawatts of power to do it, but alright. So basically, this line of miners will produce a so-and-so amount. This line will produce probably a lot more than thing, and this will probably produce the least. There are a lot of inbounds across all 70s of these lanes. So what it does is basically all it basically makes it what a belt bouncer do is make sure that any given resource has an equal chance of getting outputted on the other side. So, for example, I can just if an item goes in here, it can either go here, go here, and there, goes there, goes to this one, can take a go up here, or it can go to one of these two lanes. So as you can see, all these paths kind of lead to thing. Yeah, and this is in the Belt Bouncer book that I'm using is raynquist Fall 2025. It's, as far as I know, the latest edition. If there ever if during the series he makes a new one, they make a new one, I'll be sure to update and leave a link to that. But as for now, I will link a thing to the to the blueprint thing, and I can also kind of show you how to do that. Go into um oh um oh it's for this button right here. Basically I won't actually put the link thing. I'll put a link to a Factorio blueprint website, and you'll basically want to copy the blueprint string, paste it into this box, and when you do, you'll get this bouncer. You'll get this bouncer, and there's a lot in here. Like, this is a 16 to 16 balancer. I certainly have never needed 16 bounce. But if you need that, it exists. Yeah, a lot of these are kinda crazy. Yeah, it kind of explains and yeah. With that, let me kind of get into power this bad boy. These bad boys we're gonna be, and we're probably gonna make power over. That's the other thing I kind of wanted to talk about today. Yeah, we have our iron miners down. So, solar power. I'm going to so there's several components to a solar array. There's of course the solar panels. Solar panels, they're pretty big. They're about they're the same size as an assembler. So as you can see, it creates a pretty big footprint. It produced 60 kilowatts energy, which doesn't seem a lot until you realize I'm not doing anything to produce that thing. It's just there's no immediate drawbacks to this energy output. I just get 60. However, it will get nighttime. You might know it gets as you might know it gets dark. So in order to make use of, if you want to make use of solar power, you you need accumulators. Accumulators are these kind of like giant battery things, and basically what they do is they when we have a power surplus, they draw energy until they have a max capacity, which at a common rarity is like 5 megajoules, which is about equivalent to 5 megawatts. When there's an energy deficit, and set basically when it gets dark and the solar panels stop producing energy, they'll start discharging, and they'll discharge at a rate appropriate to meet demand. Uh, kind of works. Kind of works in a way like the lastly, if we need a way to distribute power, and that's through this here substation. Now I am going to place another one down. This is a this is how we'll be able to unfortunately it is now nighttime, so yeah, these bots are not going to be doing a whole lot. But the reason why there's a roboport is basically not all power solar blueprints out there include it, because of course I could stick a that's space that could be used for accumulators, substations, or solar panels. But it basically allows the blueprint to be tileable. I can just stamp one down next to an existing array, and it will allow the bot to kind of just build this on their own. If you're curious, I built this by hand. There is an ideal ratio of solar panels to accumulators in particular places. I did not I don't know if this is abides by these rules. All I know is that it looks pretty dang cool when you look at it from. If you want to replicate my design, you can I'll let you pause the video and kind of best replicate it. But I kind of this is likely not the most ideal setup. All right, we'll let that build. Yeah, we'll have we'll have plenty of space to build for build solar arrays. So I'm not going to be super concerned that. But this is where I'll probably leave it at. About this time the episode 9 should be published, so you can oops. Oh, there's yeah. Now you can kind of see the chart. So as you can see, there's not really a whole lot. The only thing that's drawing energy that isn't a battery charge is the roboport. So all the accumulators are slowly charging their battery. And with that, that will be it. Um, I hope you found this informative. I'll leave again. I'll leave that link to raynquist's balancer book, so you don't have to theorize how to make a balancers by yourself. I certainly did it, and most people. I know some people. I know a few people that do love making balancers, but in this regard, so we begin to set up the future of the base. We'll begin to. We'll probably do a big war against the biters. It's since these nests are gonna be these three nests are gonna be all these nests in the way area are gonna be a bit of a problem. You can see the factory is like a and like that. I will be calling it a day. If you like my informative and want to and like my series so far, leave a like. Questions or concerns, leave a comment down below. And of course, if you want to see more Factorio Space Age, hit that subscribe button and follow the playlist for more. This is Travis, and I will see you next time.